past. Like you can see the difference when someone just wants to do something just to do it for a cash grab versus like there's love involved.
There is.
The love is
so
different.
Much.
Like with the models.
It is. The models, they're like, a lot of them are like my little sisters, my daughters. And sometimes I'll meet a model and I just want to keep it strictly professional. And then I'll see a girl come and she, you know, she's never modeled before. And she's so excited. She looks at us like we're going to make her life. We're going to build her career, you know, and that's what also got a little tricky in the beginning because I wasn't their agent. So some people would say, I thought you was going to get me to stardom. Like, you know, I'm like, no, baby, this is a fashion week.
Right.
You know what I mean? But then I started the Cyrie agency because I started feeling like, dang, maybe I could manage them. But then I realized that wasn't my my niche. OMAC,
I like
Oscar.
how you stay to what your purpose is.
Yeah,
I noticed a lot of things you're like shutting down that you know is a good opportunity.
You have
and you've been saying that since you walked in here, which I think is so dope.
Yeah, but that's also the education piece too.
Yeah.
Some people walk in not knowing what they're walking into versus like walking into an agency versus walking into a whole fashion show.
They don't know. Some people don't know the difference, and I had to be educated to knowing that people don't know. And then like even like just Synth, when I first started, she was one of the first models that ever came to a casting call, an OMAC Oscar, and now Oscar has his own agency, you know, locally here. And I had to shout out to Oscar, you know, just Synth and Carrie Holmes. She's also like a mentor to me because there's days that I felt like I was just gonna like crash and burn doing these fashion shows. It is not necessarily the people. Sometimes it's also the funding. You know what I mean?
That's a lot of it.
Because you can't just do a fashion week anywhere.
Nope.
People have standards and their expectations of you when they're comparing you to New York Fashion Week. And then I had to pick dates that were not competing with models that were on a higher caliber who are going to be in Philadelphia Fashion Week, Atlantic City Fashion Week, and New York Fashion Week. Those are very hard. Also being in this area, I can't do anything that's around September or February. Models are like, I don't see you.
Yeah,
I'm doing New York Fashion Week right now. If I do anything, I have to make sure it's on that cusp where I'm not competing with the other fashion weeks.
I like the challenge of that though.
I did in the beginning. I did challenge myself with it, and it was exhilarating.
Yeah, it's a high.
Now, you know what would be dope, and this is just a random gem out there, if you did like a documentary or even a reality show style piece while you're doing all of this, because you're basically documenting everything that goes on behind the scenes. Obviously have the models and everybody that's involved sign releases and stuff like that, so whatever goes on the air, you know, but I think that gives like a special take, especially with everything that goes into it. So by the time that, you know, you're watching the show, you enjoy it fully.
Absolutely. You
Coming
know,
soon, Powered Documentaries.
That's right. Y'all can do that. Oh man, I need somebody.
If y'all want to hire us, we nice.
I need to I need to put y'all in the budget then, because listen, I wanted to do that one year. We tried to do a documentary, and I won't go into that, but it was a lot of work, and one of the files, like we had put the whole thing together, and the hard drive that we had, someone knocked it over, and something happened to the hard drive, and all of the stuff that the main the main file that was ready to go to film was destroyed. Oh. And we didn't know back then how to. It was a disaster.
Wow.
We worked so hard on that video, and when you tell people that, they're like, whatever. I'm like, I was sitting there devastating. Sheesh. The hard drive. Someone told me, girl, you need to have your stuff backed up on a hard drive. And I said, oh yeah, let me take everything off the computer. Put it on the hard drive. We were going to premiere the Lehigh Valley Fashion Week behind the scenes and everything video at the Civic Theater.
Oh yeah.
And the hard drive, someone knocked it down there. Whoever did it down, they ain't never said nothing. But they know they knocked it down.
Those things are sensitive.
Yeah, it's very sensitive. And we couldn't get the footage off.
Wow.
We couldn't get it off. I'm sure there's somebody, a company or something.
Yeah, there's tech companies that can do it. They charge you a ton
it was bad.
to rescue it, and it's not a guarantee they can rescue it.
That's what I was told. And the thing was going to be premiering in 48 hours.
Wow.
So another thing.
Hail to the no.
Hail to the no. To the no. No.
So this is another idea that they're actually doing also with weddings, and it's more of a it's a creative option and also like a lower budget option, but you can also have several people like be taking videos, not necessarily with like high end video cameras and stuff like that, but just with your phones, documenting their experience throughout it, and then at the end putting it together as a reel or multiple reels, and you can have several pieces of content that way.
Working smarter and not harder.
Right.
And you know what I mean?
I'd have you all upload it right to a drive.
smart. I want to
Big
work so
cloud
much
energy.
smarter. You know, I seen something like that. There was a documentary that even was on Netflix where people were using they're doing that.
There's stuff that people
Yeah.
are shooting strictly off the phone.
I'm telling you,
But it's dope. And the thing is, shooting stuff from the phone, honestly, like
Sometimes
gives
it
a
seems
more
more
authentic,
authentic, yeah.
a more authentic look. And even social media is rewarding you for less produced
Yeah,
stuff.
some of the higher quality stuff will actually get you less engagement
Yeah.
because it's
You're
not
right.
That makes
shot
sense.
directly from the
Yeah.
You're
phone.
right.
They want more organic, more authentic.
Yep.
Absolutely.
That makes sense.